Shay loves and welcome back to yet another training story segment with me. Earlier on, I did share with you a video of Mbali Skhosana's ex-husband's side of the story. Now, there were a lot of loopholes on his side, and fortunately for us, Mbali Skhosana's mom has come forward to basically fix some of the errors which he made on the very long two-part TikTok videos. First and foremost, this is what she said. She said, "Let me correct your narrative, Lebohang Akhatebe. Yes, you met Mbali Skhosana going through a rough patch of separation, which you were also going through from your ex-baby mama, which your mom and myself often talk about to say it's too early for the both of you. Now, when the relationship started, I was totally against it. Hence the reason Mbali and myself had an altercation, and she chose you and moved in with you. And she chose you and moved in with you. Now, in the process, I actually chose to accept you and your children. We grew very close, and you took me as your mom. Mbali loved your kids dearly. Your son became part of us, as you'll be bringing him to visit in my house. You're lying and actually changing the whole issue. Your family had a problem of you staying with Mbali's kids. We had a talk about this. You insisted ukuthi angeke ahlukane Mbali nabantwana bakhe. When we suggested to take them, that is what you said. You shared with me in confidential all that you were going through with your family and your children, which I will never disclose to protect them. I am correcting your narrative of the children because you're bringing in my grandchildren to make yourself to actually be viewed as the best parent. Hence, I know the truth. Mbali knows the truth. You know the truth. And even your first daughter knows the truth. Mbali threw a party for your son. Yes, you loved her, which is what convinced me to give you a chance in my daughter's life. Things changed when you started introducing your girlfriend to your family in Mbali's presence in your life. You cheated on her and can't own up to it and turned it as though you are seeking isthembu. My daughter and I talked about it all the time, to a point where I told her ukuthi lento yesithembu iyamlandela. Your first marriage failed because we didn't agree to it. I refuse for my daughter to be in a polygamous marriage. At least the first husband, approached the situation in a traditional way. They called us as her parents for an engagement and gave the reasons. It was that we never reached an agreement. Ulebo, you approached me when already the lady was in the picture, introduced to your family and fighting about the first ex daily in your marriage. I personally told you ukuthi Mbali lento yesithembu iyamlandela, but you need to do things ngokwesiko, not to enforce the lady into her life. That faithful day when we had our talk, you were going to meet your grandmother to discuss the process and consult us. That consultation never happened. That's when the beating started because you wanted it your way. I have all the evidence and proof. You would even go to an extent of turning my daughter into a psycho, making her to believe that she is hearing voices and seeing things. You personally call me ukuthi Mbali ufake ilwane. You wanted her to commit suicide because you constantly told her that unabo tikoloshe. I begged you to bring my daughter home in peace because I knew akanazo izilwane. I had to approach your abuse into a reverse psychology to save my daughter. You will beat her up and show up with a bunch of flowers the next day. Shame her with her first ex. Take her shopping the next day. Fortunately, I understood the cycle of abuse and I had to draw you both to my side and make you believe you are winning because that's the perception of an abuser. I never fought you nor confront you because my focus was on my daughter. I strategically assisted you to move out so that I can save Mbali because I knew how abusive situation can cloud one's thinking. She was fearful, doubting herself, blaming herself, and even thinking she is the reason you went to your first ex because she is the one who referred her to you for her healing. Thank you to your first ex. she was safe. She began her healing process, she began her counseling, and then she found herself. Yes, she is not perfect. Yes, she had her own share deal in life, but she does not deserve a disrespect as Tembo, as per my personal opinion. It's a way of degrading another woman's worth, especially if not done or approached respectfully. It's another way for certain men to cheat openly. There are men who respect Istembu and will never put their first wife in turmoil or demeaning situation, which is what I will stand for should my daughter find herself in the same situation again. And after Mbali posted this, Mbali also went on her Instagram account to share of course with evidence that in fact ebengaqalwanga ngamafufunyana ebengaziginti phansi, and she was not smoking weed. That is not the reason as to why ubuso bakhe babunjeyana. It's because in fact ebembetha ke ex-husband. So these are the screenshots she shared with us on her Instagram account. Guys, your thoughts, please do let me know down on the comments, and I'll surely see you guys on the next one. Bye.